trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen,
Trap.
Zen,
Trap.
Zen,
Trap.
Zen,
Trap.
protect.
Yo, peace.
Welcome back to another Zen Trap Chat. I'm one of your two hosts, Zen P.
Yogi LG.
Yogi LG, why don't you tell them what we're recording today?
All right, so we got a special episode today. This is an update on our goals. We told you our goals at the beginning of the year, and we've been trying to do updates throughout the year. We got a little behind, but we're giving you an update as we are in this. What is this? The fourth quarter? This fourth quarter of the year.
Definitely
Um,
fourth
so
quarter.
so we definitely want to give you an update on what we got going. I think there were 7 categories that we had goals in.
Yep.
That was family, career, spiritual, financial, social, physical, and intellectual. So we're gonna give you guys updates on what those goals were, remind you of those, and then tell you kind of where we at with those and what we're trying to do as we move forward.
Yeah, so which one you want to start at?
I'm gonna start with family. I'm gonna
All
start with
right.
a win right here. Start with a success. So, um, a quick update. The goal was for me to take a family photo with as many family members as I could get to come in town, and I think there was about 25 family members
Wow.
that were able to come in and get in the family photo. We took it in Atlanta. I had my nephew take it on one of my cameras, and I also got a video coming too. So super excited about that. Was able to complete that goal. So
That's dope.
I made one goal for family. I was able to accomplish that goal before the end of the year, which was my target timing. So really excited that I got that done. How about you? What was yours for family?
So for family, I had two goals. My first goal was plan for a family reunion with both sides by the end of the year. Just have a plan together. I have still zero progress on that. Still got till the end of the year. I still think I can definitely make some traction on that. So that's something I'm gonna still have to work on and push. My second one was having my nephews come visit me. Definitely had that happen before I left. Was super grateful for that to happen. It was definitely up in the air, but they definitely made it to Texas. Them and my brother, I think they had a great time. Definitely loved having them here just to get them out of North Carolina to see something different. So
For sure.
50% on that family goal. Definitely still can knock that one out. We had like whys for the goals too. I don't have all my whys, but this is the only one that I have my why for. Is I wanted to be an oasis of peace for my family, so somebody that my family can like rely on to talk to if they want to talk about something. I don't have my otherwise, but I think that's just something important to remind people of, like when you're making your goals. Sometimes having that why there will help keep you motivated and consistent. So I definitely recommend that.
Absolutely. Next one I'm gonna go to is career. P, go ahead and jump us off with career.
All right. So for career, I had planned for travel for end of the year. Knocked that one out before we left. Definitely had to improvise a little bit and check and adjust as we went. Because clearly we had some unplanned stuff happen. So definitely would say I completed that goal. My second or other goal was to be a mentor and have a mentor by the end of the year. I definitely think on the last video I definitely even spoke about it. I was a mentor before I took leave from my job. I had some people I was mentoring, so definitely gonna pick that back up when I go back to work. But also, I still need to find a mentor. I still got to the end of the year to do that. I think I got a person in mind now, so still think that's a goal I can accomplish. Definitely want to find a mentor. I think I might want to find one outside of work that can help me navigate some stuff, but it could be somebody at work too. But I got some potential people I might be interested in. So hopefully in November, definitely gonna be emailing some people asking them if they're interested in having a little mentee.
All right,
What
that's
about
what's
you?
up. So mine was to create a clear plan and review that with my management team of what I wanted my career to look like for the next 3 to 5 years. And then the second one was to be more active in the social justice and social innovation department at my company. If you don't know, I left my company. So Some of that couldn't happen, but I definitely still want to make a plan of what I want my life to look like or my career to look like in the next 3 to 5 years. And maybe that's not running it by management. I haven't done that quite yet, but I definitely got a good idea of what I want it to look like. So that's a work in progress. That's one that I was giving myself to the end of the year to get checked off. So I think I can still do that. And as far as being more involved with the social innovation department in my company, just because I'm not with them, um, that may not be a thing, but my next company or wherever I go next is definitely going to be a goal of mine to get active and make my presence felt in those type of environments and groups and business partner groups or whatever to make sure that I'm active.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
excited. Yeah.
Next category.
All right. Next category is spiritual. I'm gonna jump this one off. I wanted to have a working relationship with God by praying first every day. So as soon as my feet hit the floor was my goal. I have not done always promptly when my feet hit the floor, but I could say I'm probably 90% hitting that goal. I pray every day, sometimes 2, 3 times a day, and I try to be super intentional about it. Of course, there's days that I miss, but it is part of my routine. It's become part of my daily kind of thing. So I'm really grateful for that. And that's like, I'm proud of it, I would say. My second goal is to continue to be comfortable in uncomfortable positions. And I think that kind of went along with a lot of my other goals that we'll talk about even further. But I would even say, like, even in my career goal, leaving my company was a big deal for me. So that was very uncomfortable. But I think as long as I have my faith strong in God, and I think that's the part that ties into it, I can be comfortable being uncomfortable because my faith is sound. I know the God got me. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna make no crazy moves, but God got me. So that's a big part of that.
facts. Great goals, great updates. Spiritual for me, I put pray before I eat out loud. I've been a little shaky on that goal, but I definitely have completed a little bit. It's gonna be a work in progress, but I want it to become like a natural kind of habit. So definitely can improve on that a little bit, but it's something I've been doing here and there. So I just need to pick it up some. My second one was have a spiritual practice or a community, like church or even an online church. Kind of failing on that, but again, I still got to the end of the year. I definitely think when I get back, that's something I can definitely pick up more. And the spiritual practice is something I can incorporate in my daily routine. But that's I think is going to be even once I accomplish that goal. I think that's going to be a work in progress just throughout my life. Like it's going to be a continuous, never-ending journey of speaking with God. So
Absolutely.
no shame in that goal. For the next category, why don't we do financial?
All right. You want to jump that one off?
Sure. I had two goals. One was create a budget. I created a budget, and it was supposed to also like adhere to the budget a little bit. So I created it. So that was like pretty much 75% of it for me. I wasn't able to adhere to it just because of the nature of the traveling and some things that happened. But definitely gonna just roll that goal right on over. So that's something I'm gonna implement when I get back because I'm definitely gonna need it. So that's gonna be a goal that continues to keep going. So at least I have the budget plan together. I just now have to start adhering to it when I get back. The second one, which goes to the first one of why I failed. No debt by the end of the year. I'm definitely living real debty right now. But it's
Daddy.
okay, show myself grace and I'm going to keep going. I have a plan together for that. So I'll just have some aggressive, budget heavy financial goals towards the end of the year and the beginning of the year rolling into the next year. So uh, no shame in that whatsoever. What about you?
No shame, brother. No shame. I feel it. All right. So one of my financial goals was to save $5,000 by June of 2022. I was successful with that. That
Sheesh.
absolutely that helped me as far as like how I'm able to manage money now, even with my little bit of travel and then coming back. So definitely helped me. And then the other goal was to abide by a budget for 3 months. I have not been successful with that. I think it was just kind of like the nature. I've done a couple months. Like when I first got back, I was on a pretty strict budget. So that was good. But, things, life have changed. So definitely difficult to do that. I don't have a source of income right now. So that's one thing that kind of makes everything like kind of out of whack. So definitely looking forward to getting back to a source of income and some consistency, and therefore I can abide by a strict budget with that.
Same, same. Definitely throws your
Yeah,
plan for a whack, and ain't nothing to really measure too much when you ain't got income coming in.
facts,
What
facts,
about
facts.
social?
All right, social. So one of my big goals was to focus on finding my partner and kind of who I want to spend the rest of my life with. I think that is also a work in progress. I'm not engaged or ready to be
That was
married
how your
right
goal
now.
read.
Yeah, find my partner.
Oh, okay. I don't
Um,
remember that one.
yeah, it's cool. I kind of dropped it in. I think he was caught up on my LGBTQ events at that time. The other goal is to participate in four or more LGBTQT plus events. I think I've done like two, so I'm still working on that goal. I still got to the end of the year, so hopefully I'll be able to hop out to a couple more events. I thought June was gonna be my month, but it was a super big busy month for me personally, so I wasn't quite able to get out there as much as I wanted to. But I did participate in two events so far. And the other one, I had three goals actually, was to place my phone on D&D, like three, I think it was 3 nights a week. I have not been doing that honestly. I think that me traveling, I didn't have to, so that was really good. And then when I got back, not a lot of people knew I was back, so it was just like my phone's kind of been chill since I've been home, which is cool. Like you're not going to work, so you're not talking to a lot of people during the day. Not a lot. One of my main friends is overseas, so it's just like just kind of been chilling a lot and haven't really been letting a whole lot of people in my space. So I think that's been really good for me. Maybe another way to kind of hit the goal is just detaching, right? Well, kind of the goal for the D&D thing was just kind of to detach from everybody having access to me whenever they want it. And so I think me kind of being in this environment has done that in a way. So I haven't necessarily hit that goal, but still working on making sure that I take time for myself and make sure, not everybody has access to me all the time.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah,
That makes sense.
for sure.
Social for me, one, I had two goals. First one was to make more male friends. Even start up maybe once a month guys session like talks. Definitely don't have any progress towards that. Definitely because of the traveling is what I can like try and blame it on. But I definitely can still probably make that happen again once I get back, maybe especially for like the month of December. So I can do like maybe one little hoorah at that. But I think that'll be a ongoing thing. So that'll be another goal that probably gets rolled over even when I make some progress towards it. The second one was to do two recreational sports that was not basketball. I'm trying to think. I don't think I played any sports, so that's again something 0% on. But like, hopefully, I can find some fall stuff that I can get in quick. I definitely can find something. I think I can get in like a paddleboard tournament, something crazy, like two little random quick joints. So I'm definitely gonna put some effort into that. I know it's probably gonna start getting cold soon, so it'll have to be something inside. So maybe little indoor volleyball or something. So I'll find something for that.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's
What
good.
we got next? We got two categories left:
All
physical
right.
and intellectual.
Yep. So, you want to jump into physical?
Sure. So physical. Last time I was talking about having to be able to do. I had two goals: 10 full body pull-ups was the first one. Last video I said I completed that one, so I'm able to do 10 full body pull-ups. Getting stronger on that, so definitely was a good goal. Can definitely trade something out for next year. The second one has been almost like a life goal, and I haven't even really tried, so I don't even know the progress on that. But I haven't even really been working. But dunking off vert, and that's like no steps, bending down, jumping up, dunking with two hands off vert, not just one. Um, I don't even know. I might can do it because it's a little goal out here that's kind of low, but I don't even want to count that because it's like I know the goal ain't 10 feet. I kind of need like say like a 10 foot goal. So
Yeah.
no, I ain't even gonna say no progress in that here just because I ain't got nothing to even try and say whether I'm doing it or not. But that's definitely still something I'm gonna push towards just to see, make a whole lot of effort towards and see what I'm looking like by the end of the year. At least show like an update. All right, what about you?
All right, my two physical goals, and I'm gonna give the why on this one. I just wanted to be a lot more conscious of what I put in my body, um, and so it was one of the goals is to eat vegan 2 days a week for 3 months. I have not done that, but I do think my plan is to eat vegan for like 21 days, and I think that'll be a good catch up for that. To eat vegan for
You doing
21
this around the
days.
holidays?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do November 1st to like November 21st, so right before the holidays. That's
Ooh,
my
that
goal.
Thanksgiving food gonna hit different.
Yeah. So I think that's a good idea to kind of but I think overall, what I've been putting in my body, I'm a lot more conscious of. It was some days last year where I was just crazy eating, just whatever. So I think I have a lot more conscious, which was the goal ultimately. The second goal was to work out 2 days a week for the year, just to be more consistent with working out. I think in the first part of the year, I struggled maybe a couple months, but I definitely got back on it when we started traveling. I was definitely working out. Um, Unfortunately, I hurt my knee, so I couldn't really do a lot. But I'm definitely back on that. I've been going to PT for the past almost 2 months now, 3 days a week. So that's a definitely intense workout. And most of the time, I work out the days that I don't go to PT, 2 or 3 days that I don't go to PT. So that's been really good. I definitely want to keep that up. Sometimes things happen to you that you may look at as bad, but it's definitely helping me hit that goal, right? So I'm definitely working on my body every day almost. So that's really good for me in a way. So those are
Yeah,
my two
that's great
physical
perspective.
goals. Yeah, for sure. Next is intellectual. All right, so my goal is to read 10 books by the end of the year. I think I am at I think it's like seven. So I got like three more to read. So I definitely want to do that by the end of the year. I just did one, so that put me at seven. So I got like three more to do, which I got 2.5 months. I think that's plenty of time. So I'll
Sneak up
definitely
on
be,
you.
yeah, it'll sneak up on you for sure. But I'll definitely be finishing off those 3 books by the end of the year for sure.
Okay. Intellectual for me, I had two. One was read 12 books or a book a month. I need to count, but I'm pretty sure I'm done with 12. But if I even stay with a book a month, I still got some books I want to read. So I'll probably go over 12. I definitely take a tally to have like a final number. But if I count audiobooks, I'm for sure probably at that goal or higher. So I'll definitely have a count, but I'm pretty. If I'm not on track, then I'm just done with that goal. The second one I was already finished with last video. Complete a 4x4 Rubik's cube. I'm trying to learn it by heart now, but it's so many algorithms, man. But I'm just trying to, stay active on that, even though the goal is done. Trying to keep some more stuff into it, and that's all I have for intellectual. So definitely still got some goals that I can work towards. I think doing it for a year and us adding those like timelines and us putting like dates that were like way ahead of a year definitely helped to attack like a lot of these goals. So I think I think I want to propose a challenge to you just to help me and you in general. Why don't we try and see if we can finish all these out by November?
By the end of November,
End of November, why not? If you
why
try,
not? Why not?
if we shoot for the end of November, we definitely should finish by the end of December.
Yeah, for sure. I accept that challenge. I'm
All right,
down. I
cool.
don't
I'm
think
down.
there's anything on here that's out of that scope. So
I can tell
I'm
you
down.
right now, the goals that are out of the scope for me, no debt. That ain't happening.
Okay.
Ain't no way. Well, I ain't gonna say ain't no way. If I get blessed, it's some way, I guess. But if that happens, I'll be very surprised and grateful, Lord. Grateful.
Amen.
I receive
Amen.
it. It could happen. I
Which
accept it and receive it. Um, I think that is the only goal that I would put like maybe that and recreational sports, not basketball. Like, uh, I might can have two signed up for it by then or something. But that's the only disclaimer I would put on any of the goals listed. You got any disclaimers on any of the ones you got?
um I don't think so. I think like some of mine have like for an extended period of time. Like I said, a buy budget for 3 months. I think I can like kind of like I'm doing with the eating. Like I can probably pick a month because I don't got 3 months left. But if I can probably pick a month, like probably a month of November, which would be a good month. I'm already eating clean to try to abide by a budget. So I think it just changes the goal a little bit, but nothing super far out of reach. Obviously, the ones with my job are just kind of gone just because I don't work there no more. But in theory, they're still
They're
there.
not really gone. They're still possible.
Yeah,
You can help
possible.
with some social something. You can have a 3 year plan, like you said. It's
Yeah,
still
true. Yeah, I got you. It's just not related to the company, but yeah, absolutely. So none of my goals are really out of no disclaimers for mine. I'm down
okay.
in the November.
Um, I think the last thing that I wanted to kind of mention was something that kind of got me off track, and it's. I will say I don't think it's one thing in particular that will help you like accomplish your goals or help you in doing them, but one of the biggest factors for me that helps me that I have not been doing that I want to put more pressure on myself is measuring them, like literally measuring them and actually putting them somewhere to view them. Cause out of sight, out of mind is a real thing. So if I'm not talking about the goals or looking at them or reading them, or if I don't have them posted in my phone or on the wall somewhere, I'm just not even going to think about doing it until it be like, oh, snap, it's November 25th and I'm going to try and rush for 2 weeks and do something. So I think something I definitely want to own is posting them somewhere, whether it be on my phone or on the wall somewhere, and literally actually measuring them like I did when I was working out. Because without doing that, it's very easy for me to not be consistent and for me to just to not know what's going on. Like I can just guess, like I'm even saying with the books, like I don't like. I feel like I've read more than 12 books, but it could be 9, it could be 7. Who knows? Like I need to
Yeah,
actually take tally and keep records to actually have status progress on these goals so that I really know what I'm doing. So that's something I definitely want to challenge myself to and show myself grace for and actually do it. Like I think that'll be big for
yeah.
me because
I will say
actually
like these
seeing it too keeps me
videos.
motivated.
Yeah, these videos or the update videos definitely remind me. So I saw something on maybe it was social media, I don't know, but like if you save like if you take I don't know, if you write all your goals down in a list and take a screenshot of it on your notes and use that as your screensaver on your phone. So it's like something that you see every day, like it whether
Yeah.
you're paying attention or not, it's a good place. You're gonna pick up your phone 100 times a day, like so you're gonna see it. So I think that's a maybe a good tactic to kind of do what you were talking about as far as like putting it somewhere so you can see it.
Yeah, yeah, and you could do that with what's it called? A little vision board, your vision board too. You can put that as one of the
Yeah,
screensavers too, so you can keep seeing that.
yeah,
Highly recommend that. That's coming from advice that I'm not even taking, but I'm definitely gonna start. Hopefully, not hopefully, but next time we talk about this, I can show that I've been doing that because I think again that's something that's so simple to do, but it makes you not want to do it because it does hold you accountable. It's like no excuses when you see it like that every day. So it's definitely something I not necessarily I intentionally run from, but again, it's just something that I procrastinate about and don't do it. So uh, definitely something I want to put some pressure on myself about.
yeah. I feel you. That's good though. Like, how do you feel about your goals in general? Do you feel like you set good goals now? Looking back at them, do you feel like next year you want to be more aggressive or like
I think the
less
goals are
aggressive?
good. I definitely don't want to get less aggressive. If anything, I want to get more aggressive. Like I think the goals are good. I was reading Lisa Nichols' book Abundance Now, and I was reading something else. It might even been Simon whoever's book. Either way, most of the books I've been reading have been talking about setting more like lofty goals. I think I even saw a David Goggins post about like him saying some dude saw him running and asked him a question while he was running, saying like, "Hey David, why do I not feel motivated after I'm like hitting my goals or something like that?" And he's like, "Well, that's because your goals don't scare you. Like you need a little bit of fear in your goals. Your goals aren't lofty enough. You're setting
Mm,
goals with stuff you know you can finish. Like it's not even challenging you a little bit. You need that little
yeah,
challenge piece to kind of push you outside of your comfort zone to make you work and do things that you wouldn't normally do. Not saying that you shouldn't have some of those mini goals either, but those mini goals should all lead up to that big overall goal. And that big overall goal doesn't necessarily have to be in stone. It could be something that changes, but you need something that you're kind of pushing for, and it all kind of goes back and aligns with whatever your like purpose is and principles and all that stuff should all feed into it. So just trying to make sense of all the stuff I've been reading and learning throughout the year and actually use it to drive me to do some actionable stuff that aligns to something. What about you?
Absolutely.
How you feel about your goals?
Definitely want to go more aggressive. I think that a lot of these, even some of them that I haven't completed, still are in my comfort zone. Things that I can do, that I felt like, all right, I can manage that. So I kind of agree with what you're saying. Like my goals don't scare me, right? It's not like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this, right? It's like, oh, I just got to put the time in and do it. Which even more so makes me think about like how much I'm investing in myself, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Like, am I focused on Lindsay? And so I think goals kind of help you do that. Like, hey, these are things you want to do. Focus on yourself, pour into yourself. But I think honestly, I think this year was a good year to start at this level, and I'm definitely gonna progress this year. So it's a good spot to kind of go up from. But yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
excited about
definitely
this.
watched the goals video from last time that we did. And like the question I had asked you last time was like, how much percentage effort have you been putting into your goals? And your answer was like 35.
Yeah, for sure.
And even with just that 35% effort, you had completed like some of them, you had made
Yeah,
progress on all of them. So again, that's the scary thing is like even thinking about if I just put in even 50%, 60% effort,
yeah,
how much could they really be? It's like 100 would just be scary, like, right?
for sure, for sure. I agree. All right, anything else you want to leave with the people?
Nah, man. If you ain't learned nothing else from this, like we ain't complete no goals over here. So like we
Hey,
definitely
chill.
not what's the words? I don't know. You can call us hypocrites, or we definitely not perfect over here. We definitely are
For
showing this
sure.
stuff for a reason. Go out there, set some goals you're scared of, try some different things, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and definitely action over planning, man. You get your best experience from doing stuff. So,
Yeah,
if anything, go out there and try it to see if you really like it or if you're really good at it, and measure it. I need that for myself. Measure it, put it somewhere, look at it, measure it. What about
yeah,
you?
absolutely. Motion versus action. It's a lot of talk, not a lot of do. So when you actually put those goals somewhere and you measure them, you kind of start to get into action instead of just motion. So I would definitely advise you to get into action, on your own goals. Again, I think I said this last video. Find something that you can complete by the end of the year. Like pick something and say like I'm gonna get this done by the end of the year. You don't have to wait for the new year to set goals. You can set them at any given time, and you can hit them when you want to. It's all about how bad you want it, how much effort you're willing to give to it. So that's my 2 cents, and hopefully that motivates somebody and encourages somebody.
As the prophet Young Dolph said, preach.
For sure. This has been another Zen Trap Chat, ZTC. I'm one of your two hosts, Yogi LG.
Zen P
If you can't do nothing else, protect your peace.
and protect your energy. It's the Zen Trap. We out.
We out.
Welcome to the trap.